If you're wondering why I'm making a yapping video about how relatable Denji is, which I know has already been said by countless many people before, that's because I'm just not satisfied yet. Yes, I do feel like people don't talk as much about Denji as they all should, and he doesn't get enough credit that he deserves, cause as a main character in a shonen series, Denji is way too relatable. To some extent, of course, and that is even in a story that's this wild. Other shonen authors think like at least the main character has to somehow leave a good impression on the viewers, right? Otherwise the wider audience may not leave a good review and that may hurt the series' popularity in the long run. So they always try to play safe, not offending anyone from how the MC would come off. Thus usually what happens when you've watched tons of shonen already, it gets way too predictable sometimes. Like I know he's gonna take revenge, he'll save the world, he'll be a good person and all that shit, but Tatsuki Fujimoto was like, fuck that, I'll just go with what a typical teenage boy would act like. Desperate, vulnerable, not understanding of the situation, and quite impulsive as well. No, this video is not about how well written Denji's character is or why I think he is the perfect MC for a storyline like this. I just wanna share how human he feels compared to literally every other shonen protagonist I've ever seen. He wakes up late, makes a mess while eating, wants to skip work, tries to find the easiest way out, and gets conflicted about who to love, and even gets swayed by a little sign of affection from other girls. Like, aren't some of these getting a little too real? Now Denji has never been a pervert, okay? He just wants to live a happy life, and not gonna lie, everything he does is only to feel a little bit of the happiness. Plus he would never do anything that's legally wrong though, which means he does know his boundaries too. And for someone like him who basically never got to know what happiness feel like, he is just happy to survive, man. But yeah, he does have a few goals, but they are rather nearsighted and can say pretty questionable too, but like, he has no idea about what a big goal can even be. He never had the luxury to actually dream big, you know? Boy literally had to sell his balls just to survive, and you expect him to be a normal shonen kid filled with happiness and positivity? Hell nah. I've seen many people brush off the idea of thinking from Denji's perspective just cause their childhood was so good and now they cannot empathize with a character who had such a nightmarish early life. Like, come on, man. Also, his entire hero persona isn't even something he wished for. He just lucked out on that? Or maybe unlucked out? Cause, oh boy, what a situation he got himself into. Like, literally everyone in the show is after his heart. Like, literally. Be that dead or alive. Now, isn't that a bit too much for our boy? And you expect him to be like these other dudes? Also, as normal human beings, what do you care about the most? Or like, what should we care about the most? Just living a happy life, right? Now, the definition of this happiness varies from person to person. For some, just having some good food each day can be their absolute joy. But for some, even with lots of money, they might not be as happy. So it really depends on what kind of a situation you grew up in. So isn't it better to just let Denji do whatever the fuck he wants? I mean, let that kid feel some joy. He wouldn't commit any crime at least, okay? But honestly, I don't know how the hell Denji got the idea that groping girls will make him happy, or how come he wants to lose his virginity so badly. Like, he hasn't even been to school before, so like, is it just because he used to read those ecchi magazines? Can be, which is pretty normal for his age. Well, if you guys have any other thoughts though, then do let me know. And you know what else you should be doing now? If you've already come this far into the video, just hit the subscribe button already. I mean, only if you agree to any of the shit I just said. Otherwise, it's up to you. Well, that's all I had to say for now. GG's.